Oh, let's see if I can do this without messing anything up too much. What's cracking, you guys? So I thought you would be interested in chilling while we distill a whole ass load of rosemary. It's probably a good 2 pounds of rosemary. 1 second. You just call him for me. If he wants, and then hand the phone to me if he wants to talk. I'm not sure why. I don't know if you guys remember my last still, but it was a straight glass. It was a 5-liter glow. What up, Alchemy? It was a straight 5-liter glass still, which was awesome, and it looked super official. But I had to chop up everything to put the material in because the opening was only like that big. So they're the ones closest to you as you walk up to the white stage. Like 3 of them. There's like 3 plants. There's and they look kind of shabby. Like one has 3 branches coming up with only growth at the tips. It looks kind of dying. I wanted to take that one. And then there's like 2 next to it. They're all closest to you as you walk up to them. Don't take the one from seed. Leave the one from seed. That smaller one. Probably a dead sage plant. Some of them didn't make it. Yeah, and then I have one here at the house too, so we're gonna take 4 in total. And I need to buy more though. Yeah. All right. Okay. Bye. No. We gotta figure it out though. Yeah, that last still I was working with was only 5 liters, and this one's 38. So you can imagine how much more I could process at one time. If you want to see the setup, I have a electric heat. I have an electric burner on the bottom, and water is about 1/5 of the way up, or not even that, maybe like 15% of the way up, only a couple gallons. And then clamp, and we'll set the rest up. Here's our condensing coil. That goes up into this. Oh man. All my clamps and things. Little Evan, what's cracking? How's it going? Nice to see you. Thanks for stopping. What did you learn to distill herbs? Mostly YouTube and books, where I learned everything else from. There's some cool classes that I would like to take on how to distill herbs, but it's not in the budget, so I've just been reading and taking lots of notes, some trial and error. Can you guys see what I'm doing? Maybe I can bring this a little closer so we can increase the coolness factor. Raise this up a bit. You raise me up. That's as high as she goes. So here's our condenser coil. The water boils. The steam travels up through the canister, travels up through the copper pipe, through the tubing, We will attach the water in here into the nozzle, and comes out so that it cools the condenser pipe. The steam travels up to here. Once the steam is cooled, it condenses back into a liquid where the water, aka hydrosol, aka floral water, aka floral distillate, separates from the essential oil. And that is the volatile extraction of a plant material. Now, I have some more rosemary drying so that I can do a alcohol extraction, which is all of the resins, not just the essential oils, but the essential oils and the oleo resins, the stuff that can't be steam distilled. That's a different project. So let's go ahead and set up my water cooling. Oh shit. Por favor, no gracias. Por favor, no gracias. Okay, so in through the bottom. Turn that off. Turn this off. Is this on? Oh man. What's up, you guys? How's it going? I'm making oils, Raymond. I'm making oils. Yeah, I hope you guys have all been doing good. Yeah, the setup is nice, little Evan. Setup is fucking worse. We ain't getting much more official than this. Maybe next year we'll get like a still the size of a car when I have my farm going. Roderick, what's up, Pippin? Raymond, Jeffrey, thanks for stopping in, you guys. Nice to see you. We're gonna be going on a boat this afternoon, so I need to hurry up and get this done. But how do I live without you? Little Evan, you want to work at the Jeffrey Bokor? I'm sorry, brother, but I'm not gonna summon demons for you. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to find someone else that's gonna summon demons for you. I'm not necessarily into summoning demons. That might change in the future. I don't know. Who's to say? I am human after all. But definitely right now, you're gonna have to find someone else to do your demon summoning for you. All right. Now, you guys can see, we have our in, right? Cold water goes in, hot water comes out through the top. The water's filling up in here. It'll submerge the copper coils again so that it condenses the steam and turns the steam into essential oil and hydrosol. And the liquid will flow out here, which I need to set up right now too. So let me get all that. I need to go get my separator. So give me a second. By the way. Oh no. Yeah, you also need to make sure that the inflow doesn't exceed the outflow, or that happens. Oh, bummer. How are we gonna do this? I need to drop this whole thing down. What's cracking, you guys? Ooh, there you go. Alchemy. Meet Jeffrey Bokor, who would like demons summoned on his behalf. You guys can link up and do your thing. Ramon. Scorpio. Yeah, there's a lot of Scorpio energy been coming my way lately. And Little Evan, to answer your question from before, yes, you can absolutely work on my farm. Actually, if you want, I'm having a ayahuasca retreat in May, and it's donation only, so all are welcome. However, I would like the people who do come to help out on the farm. It's not a big farm, it's actually no farm at all right now, but it's 10 acres of land that I'm building into a farm, so yeah, anyone who wants to come out and help out, by all means. But right now, gotta lower this a bit. Por favor, no gracias. I wish. There has to be someone out there willing. It's funny. I don't know why you're so set on having people summon demons for you, brother. Interesting. Okay. Por favor, no gracias. Por favor, no gracias. What the hell? Why isn't this drained? Damn it. Alright, we seem to have a problem here, you guys. We gotta figure this out. It's not draining as it should. And I'm not sure why. Let's see. Whoa. So I need suction, I think, is the problem. I'm not getting any pool. So I might have to... On these, I don't know if you guys have ever been into distillation, so maybe it could be a part distillation class, but there needs to be airflow for the water to pull through. Kind of like when you guys have ever shotgunned a beer and you stab a hole in the back so that you can drink it faster? The hole allows the airflow. I need to do the same thing. I thought I already did, but for some reason, it's not working. I don't know why. Okay, there we go, actually. Sometimes you just gotta bite the bitch. You give her a little nibble, and she opens up for you. Cool, cool. I think think we're good now. Perfect. Perfect, you guys. We're killing it. We're doing the thing right now. So we have the still set up. We have the still head set up. We have our oil separator. I gotta put my little funnel on top of it so that the distillate drips into the funnel. We're gonna load up the ice chest, but damn it. That's what happens when this part of it, I don't know, I gotta get this dialed in because it shouldn't be doing what it's doing. It's actually kind of a bummer. But, oh well. Give me a second to get this dialed in, you guys. Cool. All right. How you guys doing over there? You hanging in? You learning something? You guys learning something new today? You want a cooler angle? Just want to see a little more? There you go. All you voyeurs out there. All right, bye. See you in a little bit. Where you guys going? Oh, nice. Oh. No, Ariana told me though. We gotta go see her. We'll go see her. Oh, okay. Love you too. Where do you basically live? Like the city? I live in Santa Barbara, California, which is like an hour and a half north of LA. Damn, Ramon, you're gonna go to that Billy Carson Mystery School? I really want to go to that too, man. Fuck, I want to go to that too. Smoke, kush, and chill. I would like to join you, brother. I might. Green Love, I might join you. I might bring out the old trusty Gandalf and burn with it. There's nothing better than distilling and burning. That actually sounds like a great idea. Great idea. What the hell is up with this thing? It should be draining. I need a knife. I gotta get a knife, you guys. I gotta fix it. I gotta handle this. Airflow. I know you guys are probably thinking, Keith, there's a much better way of doing that. I bet there is. I bet there is. But for now, I can't seem to figure it out. Unless... Oh, it's so annoying. D-Rock the fucking menace. Who are you? Green Love. Have you stopped by before? I like your style. You need to make sure you stick around and squat up. I also make cannabis extracts. It's also one of the many things that I do. Dank, pretty fucking dank and fired cannabis extracts, if I might add. What's up, Juniper? Juniper? Happy Friday? Happy Friday, y'all. It's starting to boil inside, but I can't get my water to drain out. What the hell? Water goes in, but it doesn't go out. Houston? Damn, I might have to do the old thing where you friggin' legit suck it and it comes. See here, it's emptying, it's just not emptying very quickly. I'm not sure why. I bet you if I cut that, it might come out faster. All right, I think we're good, you guys. She just needed the little kickstart. The gravy though. Oh yeah. So let me show you guys the setup. Now that we're officially. Actually, I need to get ice for the bucket. I'll be right back. I gotta get ice for the bucket. Hopefully this doesn't overflow again. So, what you can do is you can hook this up to a faucet and the water cycles through, but I can't do this inside. So I have to use a bucket. So a good way to keep it cold is freeze water bottles. Et voila. You have chilled water that does its job. So I think we are officially set up. I'll grab my phone to show you guys. Hey, what's up? It's your boy Keith, Man Analytics, here to bring you knowledge, information, and at the very least, a bit of entertainment. Here's our bucket. Chilled ice water. Here's our bio container. We have water about 15% of the way up or so, 20% of the way up. The rest is fresh picked rosemary. Our still head, the steam travels up the wire down through the copper. Whoa, this is a little too high. We have our cold water going in, our hot water coming out. The steam condenses as it passes through the copper coil and turns into distillate, where it exits into our 1 liter stony lab. And what will happen is as the distillate falls into the container, the lighter hydrosol floral water will rest at the bottom, and the oil will float at the top. And because water and oil don't mix, they separate. The oil is, what is it, hydrophilic or something like that? No, hydrolyphic. That it sits on top of the water, and then we'll drain the hydrosol out, and the oil will be remaining, and then we'll collect the oil. Somebody asked me something. I'm doing good, Juniper. Thanks for asking. James Simpson, you seem new. What's cracking? Hello from Santa Barbara, California. Everyone say what up to James. If there's anyone new in here, by the way, introduce yourselves and say what up. We got a cool thing going here. We got a sweet fam. It's a little bumpy sometimes, but that's all right. Some people come, some people go, and then some people come back, and then they leave again. So welcome. I heard cannabis extract. You make your own now? Yeah, Juniper, I've been making my own cannabis extracts. Yeah, I've been making... I can actually show you some. It's upstairs, and it came out so good. Oh my God, it came out so good. Fantastic rising. Satara, fantastic rising. Nice to see you. How long does this take? This takes only a couple hours. It depends on the plant. If I was running lavender, realistically, you're only supposed to run lavender for no longer than an hour. But the gangsters, the absolute gangsters of distilling lavender, will run it for like, will only collect the first 20 minutes of lavender oil, because lavender flowers are super delicate. So if you expose them to too much heat, it burns the material, and you start getting, it changes the smell of the lavender oil. So you basically take the very first 20-30 minutes of a lavender distillation. That's what you use for aromatherapy and for selling and for using and whatnot. Rosemary is kind of a tough-ass plant, so I can run rosemary for a long-ass time, and it has a ton of oil. It makes a ton of hydrosol, so I can run this for a good probably 3 hours, I think. At least 2 hours. Everything's different. You can run some trees, like if you're gonna collect cedar and you're using the wood from a cedar tree to collect the oil, they run that shit for days, you know? It just depends on your material, how long you're gonna run it. Nice, appreciate it, James. Thanks for being here. Thanks for sticking around. You can make rename this as distillation tutorial. Hell yeah, I'll do that. Thanks for the tip, brother. Thanks for the tip, Raymond. I'll rename it to distillation tutorial. I was worried because sometimes tutorials are really concise, and I could probably do a really concise tutorial, but this works too. I mean, fucking patience is a virtue, right? If you guys don't have the patience to sit through, whoops, I didn't seal this. If you don't have the patience to sit through, you know, an hour tutorial, then you probably need to find yourself a new hobby, because if you want to be good at shit, it takes time. What I want to do is distill this pine tree eventually. Cut a bunch of fucking branches of the pine tree off and run that. That's what I should do. I should make some pine oil. How much does the distillation machine cost? They vary. So this one I got from Amazon, and is actually super cheap. It was only like 230 bucks. And it came with everything. The still, it came with a pump, it came with... I had to buy my separator for this. This alone cost me, I think, $120 for the glassware. Actually, we'll do this. The glassware cost, I think, I can't remember. I think 150, or not that much. Maybe like 100. Maybe like 100. I'm not sure. My stand cost, I think, 50. and that's it. And then of course your material. But or I mean, you can get stills upward of $2,000, $3,000 for like a still the same size, but works better. I haven't run them myself, so I don't necessarily know what makes it better, but I do know that I can make liquor with this too, which I couldn't do with my other stills, so I'm stoked. Basically, when you make liquor, you make your mat. You would take this and fill it with, so I want to make rum for summer, so I would fill it with molasses from cane sugar, like organic cane sugar molasses. My yeast, right, that makes the alcohol, and whatever other flavorings I want, cinnamon or whatever fanciness I want to do. And then the yeast turns it into alcohol. And then I do the same thing. I hook it up, heat it up at a lower temperature. The alcohol evaporates. The alcohol does the same thing as the essential oil. It goes up, it cools, it condenses back into where we at? Back into alcohol, and I collect it here as alcohol. And then I do that 2 or 3 times to get the purification up, and voila, you have yourself rum or whiskey or vodka or gin, whatever the hell it is that you want to make. Pretty cool. I'm about to have some letters. What I want to do is make my extracts with my extractor, not this, my other machine that pulls every oil from the plant, not just the essential oils. And it's called an absolute. Technically, it's called an absolute. It's used mostly in perfumery, but it's medicinal. It's basically you make a tincture of something and evaporate the alcohol. That's an absolute. So it's a really concentrated version of the plant. But I want to make, I don't know, extracts of different tasty ass plants and distill them into alcohol to have some dope ass medicinal, but get you fucked up booze, man, letter style. Really, really excited about that. Really excited. What up, Belle? Nice to see you. Oh, nice. Just look up Judo MDO666 on YouTube. I'm glad you found the spot. Green Love, I'm glad I could be of some service. I know those hermetic videos I did were awesome. That was probably my favorite project to work on. It's brought in a really cool squad. I really appreciate it. So. I'd been then blew my whole neighborhood. How did you learn this process? Books, my friend. Books and trial and error and YouTube. I'd been didn't blow my whole neighborhood up. It's actually not that bad, you guys. It's only, it's just steam, you know, like it's under pressure. But I have a my gauge is here so I can see. We're at 100 degrees. When we get to about 200 degrees is when we turn it down. This should be up higher already. It's been at 100 for a while. What the hell's going on? Interesting. It takes a little longer to heat up because it's such a big space. That's probably why. But if you guys want to see what I'm seeing, this lever controls the inflow. This one controls the outflow. The only thing is getting it dialed into where it doesn't flow faster than it escapes, which has been proving to be not the easiest thing for me to do, but it is what it is. Yeah, Agent Smith, it's looking like the retreat might be May because the shaman is going to be, I talked to him actually yesterday, and he's going to a funeral / celebration of life on when he gets back in April, so it might be kind of chaotic. Plus, if we wait till May, we can time it to like a lunar cycle if you want to do it on the full moon or something. So it looks like it might be May. I gotta get him to give me a confirmed date because he's like, the last time I talked to him, he said, "Oh, well, tell me what's going on again. Like, where is it at and this and that." I was like, "Bro, you already said you would do it. Why are you going back and being all weird now?" So I'm sure he'll do it. He just wants to make sure it's not sketch, and he was probably in a good mood and committed right away when I asked him the first time, and now he's like taking his time. But I'm about 90% sure it's gonna happen still. It's just got to be convenient for him because he's gonna be pretty busy in April. So it looks like it's gonna be May, and I'll keep you guys posted as much as I can as that progresses. Oh, you're considering to come out, Satara? Hell yeah. Yeah, oh, thank you, Sir Smith. Update the Discord, and I'll message him again today and be like, hey man, I hate to rush you. I want to give him time, but I know you guys also have to buy plane tickets, and the sooner you know of the date, I'm sure the better deals you can get. So, I'll try to light a fire under him. Basically, is what I'm getting at. And there's gonna be some of my friends here from town are gonna be there, so it might turn out to be like a pretty decent sized group. I know of like 4 or 5 people locally that want to go out, plus the, I don't know, 8 or 9 people from the YouTube channel of you guys that will end up coming out, maybe even more. So you might have like a good decent sized squad coming out here. I'm pretty stoked. Super stoked, actually. Have I been to Rhythmia? No, I haven't been to Rhythmia. That's what some of the people in the group were talking about, though, right? I might have to get Atlas. Make the event via Eventbrite. It's a good idea, Raymond. That's a good idea. How will we get to your spot from the airport? So there's a train that goes from the airport straight to Santa Barbara, straight to downtown Santa Barbara, which is like, I can probably hit the train station if I picked up a rock and threw it 6 or 7 times. So, if you guys can get to Santa Barbara, I can take as many of you as I can. Otherwise, we can talk about carpooling if one of you guys wants to rent a car, or because from Santa Barbara, it's about an hour and 20-minute drive north of where I live. There's definitely no trains or shit that take you there, but the Amtrak takes you directly into my town. So we'll figure out a way to coordinate that. Or if you guys are baller, you can fly directly into Santa Barbara if money is not an issue for you guys. You can definitely do that and like not worry about taking a train to Santa Barbara. Just fly straight in and I can get you from the airport. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Transportation, that's not gonna be too big a deal. I don't have many spaces, but I can do what I can do, you know what I mean? Yeah, we'll consider the Eventbrite though, because that sounds pretty legit. I told her we could camp and we pay for food and the shaman. I'm gonna see what the shaman. It's not gonna be a crazy price, but it's not like everyone has to pay $300 if you want to come to this. It's just donation. If you can afford $300, dope. If you can afford $20, dope. And the reason why is because there's a lot of work that needs to be done on the property. Like I want to clear all the dead branches and all the dead brush, and gather in a pile, chip everything, and put the chips into burlap sacks and inoculate the burlap sacks with these glow-in-the-dark mushrooms, and put these glow-in-the-dark mushrooms in the darker parts of the property, so that when it rains during the fall and summer, there's like a cool glow-in-the-dark mushroom patch, which has been a dream of mine forever. That was a silly dream, but now I'm realizing it's actually going to become a reality. So even if you don't have much money to pitch in, I'm gonna put you guys to work on the property, either moving sticks, branches, clearing brush, and just helping out. So, so come prepared to grow a paradise, basically, is what I'm getting at. Mind if I post one of your videos to my website? Raymond, post whatever the hell you want. You guys post whatever you want to post. Post it, share it, comment, like it, criticize it. Do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. Yeah, the event as well. This is my first time doing this, and one of my fears is having a person show up that's just an absolute crazy person and like fucks the whole vibe up for everyone. So please, if you're inviting people or if you're considering it, consider getting along with the rest of the squad. Consider keeping a solid, healthy vibe. Consider just being a cool person and bringing cool people. Like, I might even request to look at everyone's Instagram or something like that before I get randoms showing up at the property, because it's not mine, it's my family's. It's the Garcia Trust, so it belongs to the Garcia family, not just me. So I want to make sure that everything is just smooth sailing, you know? That was a sign, an emergency signal. So I'll take that as a sign that we need to make sure that everything is smooth sailing and nothing's weird and everyone's happy and it's a good experience for the whole squad, because that's what I want this to be, a good experience for the whole squad, including myself. And I don't want to have to fucking lay down the people's elbow on anybody at an ayahuasca retreat, if you guys know what I mean. People first metaphysics. Hell yeah, Ramon, you have a site? Yeah, if you guys want me to share any of your things, like if you have YouTube channels or you have websites or you guys have Etsy shops, like share it here or hit me up like, hey Keith, I would love it if you shared my content on your channel. Like, could you give me a shout out? Like, whatever, just hit me up. I'm down to help you guys out. And John Smith, I don't know, but I would love to have your help too. I'll let you know when we have a better idea of the date, and if you want to come out a day ahead of time and like help us grind some shit out, that would be awesome. I want to dig like a super dope latrine pit for men, so that men don't clog up the porta potties. Like, if you have to pee over here, don't use a porta potty, kind of thing. Like, the women can use the porta potty, men can piss on the trees, you know what I mean? Unless you gotta drop a dookie or something like that, then. So there's like that. There's setting up like the lights and setting up the ambience, and maybe setting up like a cool tarp for like meditation sessions. And like, I want to write out an itinerary for having a crystal bowl master, come out and do like crystal bowl meditations. So maybe set up an area for that. There's gonna be all kinds of cool shit. So there's definitely work that needs to be done. But yeah. What's that, the prince? Is that my baby? Atlas wants to say hi to you guys. Prince. Good job, Joe. Prince.
Yeah.
You want to go outside and see the still? Do you want to go outside and see the... Look at the still. Whoa. Whoa. Touch it. Touch it. Touch it. Touch it. Atlas says make sure that the temperature doesn't go past 200 degrees or you'll start to burn the plant material. What else? He says that this is rosemary, so you can probably take it a little higher, maybe like 205, but no more than that. What else? He says you can run this longer than 2 hours if you want to collect hydrosol, because it won't affect the smell because it's a really strong plant. What else? He says don't try this at home. He says if you're a baby, don't try this because you could get hurt. Anything else? Get it? Is that everything? Why is this not getting hotter? It's getting hotter, but real slow. I can see my little temperature gauge. It's only at 30 right now, 120. Oh, okay, I can't hold you with one arm, Atlas, you're heavy. Oh. Whew. Much respa. High vibe sharing, little one. I'm ready for the price of food and shaman. Yeah, that's what I also want to do. I want to bring food out there because we're going to be in the middle of the jungle. So know that that's where you guys' donations are going to be going to, partly in food and partly to the shaman and to building up the property. So if you're like, why do we have to pay? That's why. The property, the shaman, and the food. And Atlas wants new toys. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, don't let money be the factor because, like I said, it's donation, and if you don't have anything to pitch in, then we'll put you to work picking up fucking wood and shit like that. Oh, Prince. No, you can't touch that part. That part's really hot. That part's really hot. Yeah, Miss Shy, he is the cutest. I wish people stopped giving me baby fever. You're giving people baby. Why you got food all over your mouth, Prince? What the heck? You got food all over your mouth.
Yeah.
I think that's it. I guess I can come back live in about half an hour or so when the hydrosol kicks back in and you guys can see it actually dripping out. That'd be dope. Ooh, hit the like on this if you guys like this video so that when I rename it to distillation tutorial, more people will see it. So thank you guys. I'm gonna end the live and I'll come back on in about an hour when this thing is this event is gonna be in May, but it's pending an available date for the shaman himself. I'm not gonna be hosting the ayahuasca retreat. The shaman will be. So he's telling me that late April is probably not good for him and that May is more realistic. So wait for that. Wait for May. And I'll come back live in about an hour to show you guys the progress. See you guys in a bit.